This episode is brought to you by MEXC crypto trading platform. With the wild swings we're experiencing in these crypto markets, why not take advantage of the wide range of cryptos to actually trade on MEXC? Find your next moonshot and never miss another crypto gem again. And use the link below and I'll airdrop you $25 worth of Bitcoin. Visit MEXC.com for more information. Link in the description below.
This my two Satoshis, who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis, yeah.
Hola, and buenos dias, G&Gs. I am Treston2Ks, and this is my two Satoshis, brought to you here on CBTV. And if you don't know, I'm about to tell you what's up. Basically, I cover some crypto stories, and I cover some non-crypto stories, and I just give my two Satoshis on how I interpret these things. Let me jump into gratitudes. Gratitudes are me saying thank you to the folks who are watching the videos. I appreciate it. We are seeing how the numbers are growing. Special thank you to the folks who are giving a thumbs up, who are sharing, and especially if you're actually leaving a comment. I appreciate if you're giving me a little pushback on some of the things I say. I appreciate that too. Why? Because I don't know everything. I'm just some guy on the internet who talks a little bit too much sometimes, but nonetheless, I appreciate you scammers out there. I appreciate you lurkers, okay? I'm just saying, I know y'all are watching, so let's jump into these stories here. So this first story, I don't know what's going on with the creative folks and the authors and things, and I was rummaging around on some news site the other day, Newsbreak, which basically is like an aggregator, and I'm seeing this one, and I was just like, wait, what does it say? Author, WFHS graduate, found guilty of husband's murder. I'm assuming that this is a very big name high school out in that region of the country. This is here in the US, by the way. I'm assuming that. So Portland, Oregon, Wichita Falls High School alum and romance novelist Nancy Crampton Brophy, if I'm saying that right, I have no idea. You know, don't come at me in the comments, please. Who once wrote a blog on how to murder your husband, was found guilty Wednesday for murdering her husband. The irony of that. Again, the story just happened to catch my attention, and I don't know if anybody's actually read her work. I'm actually gonna look it up later on to see, like, how does she stack up on Amazon or something? And I wonder, does like her book still get to stay up, and what happens to the revenue if there's any made? That, because think about this, arguably this works as a level of advertising. I don't know what the sentence is for the time that she'll be incarcerated and stuff, but like, she might come out to a nice little change, a bag of change sitting on the side. Hopefully she gets to put her things in order. Again, I still think it must be like a snap of reality to, and this is me assuming that she didn't do anything. This is totally me assuming she didn't do anything. Here it is. You wrote this vlog a while ago on how to do something. And then now here it is that you're in court having to defend that you didn't do the thing, and it's still being thrown against you, even though officially in the court proceedings, the judge said that the prosecutor couldn't use that as evidence, but they still said it in the article. Go figure. Like, it's out there, and now everyone's looking at you like, oh man, you wrote it out, so like, you had to been thinking about it. But she also says in the article that it wasn't a part of the plan for him to die. Like, that doesn't work for what they were trying to do together. So who knows? At this point, she's going to jail. So, well, she's going to be incarcerated. Hopefully it's not a crazy amount of time if she didn't do this. If it turns out she did do it, and at least how the courts is seeing it, she did do it, that's why she's going to jail. But if she's an innocent person who's going to be sitting in jail rotting, I feel sorry for her. But anywho, I'm gonna jump on to this next stuff. Let's get into some crypto story. Binance is, listen, if y'all not paying attention, Binance is making some business strategy moves on a bigger global scale. Binance has been doing things to buy invested interest in media and in entertainment. They've been doing it here locally, like they did some stuff for Forbes. They already have some other stuff that they did. I think it was in one of the African countries, or it might have been in Europe, where they were going in as far as on the soccer side of things. Binance is making moves to be able to encapsulate, or at least be a part of, all the major sectors of influence that relate to this crypto thing, and arguably beyond the crypto thing. So jumping into this story right here, right? Binance to advise on crypto strategy as Kazakhstan looks to boost industry. And there's not really much to the article, but I definitely see what they're doing. I cannot remember the name for this accounting firm, and I talked about them a while ago in one of the coverage things that I was doing. The basic idea is the company is leveraging its position in the industry to then be able to go into countries and say, hey, how about you let us advise you on how you can develop develop out your industry in relation to starting or expanding or maintaining whatever blockchain crypto related thing you're doing. And that's what they're doing here. They're looking to be advisors to Kazakhstan's government on how they can go beyond just mining, because they are known as a mining hub. And I was reading through these bullet points and I was just, wow, do you remember when it wasn't about crypto having physical locations? Now we're into this whole thing about like jurisdictions and being able to put up offices and where are you actually operating out of. Where before it was like, well, you can use the technology anywhere, but the business, on the other hand, it just can't be anywhere. And this definitely leads to that thing of what they're looking to do is basically say to Kazakhstan, like, you need to develop business zones. And we have business zones here in the US, we have business zones that are developed in other countries, and they have their own thing to them. Panama Canal, a matter of fact, is an example of a business zone, where within the canals, like certain distance and area, the legal application of laws, whether it be criminal or financial side stuff, doesn't play as the same way as like outside of the Panama Canal, as far as like in other cities, or same thing we have here in the States, same thing they have up in, Canada, you have them in Europe and stuff like that. The point being is that that's the direction that they're looking to go in order to establish a more robust hub. Is let's come up with an area where we can have favorable jurisdiction and legal conditions for companies that are blockchain crypto related, that are doing more than just mining. That's what they're proposing to them, and that's the direction it seems like they might be moving in. Again, Binance is playing on a global scale, and arguably for what Coinbase is doing and like the things going on here in the States, they're not in the same league. But this isn't me giving you a financial advice. This is just me giving my observation of Binance is moving globally. Coinbase is just still here playing in the US pond. I'm not saying they're not making money. I'm just saying it's a difference in scale of operation. That's all. You can definitely look into the description on this, because the link will be in it for this article, and you can dig down the rabbit hole a little bit more. This came out, what is that? The end of May? It's not like it's old news, and there's probably some other things that come out down the road. So jumping into this next story, I was looking at something else, and then I came across this thing, and I was just like, what? Like hepatitis A? What? There's STDs and strawberries? Now, that's not what I'm saying. I'm probably triggering it and whatever in regards to it. But the basic idea is that the FDA in Austin, or that office, went into an investigation for a company called Fresh Campo, or HEB brand organic strawberries. And there's an allegation that they have found evidence that there's been hepatitis A in certain batches. Now I'm gonna read the highlighted part to you and go through some of the names. Again, I don't know how this relates to everyone. I cover stories that come across my radar, and I don't know how it relates to everyone. I just throw it out there as a, hey, it might be one of 20 of you who this relates to because you eat this brand or you shop at this place. And this is how I look at all of the stories. And case in point, even with the author thing, you might have read the book. I don't know that she actually wrote. I don't know. But let me get into this, right? Highlighted section of currently the potential affected Fresh Campo and HEB products are past shelf life. People who purchase Fresh Campo and Hebe Fresh organic strawberries between March 5th, 2022 and April 25th, 2022, and then frozen those strawberries for later consumption should not eat them, the FDA said. If you basically shopped at any of these places right here, which is Aldi, HEB, which I don't even know where HEB is as a store brand. Like, is that a West thing or a Midwest thing? Kroger, Safeway, Sprout Farmers Market, Trader Joe's, Walmart, Wise Market, and Winco Foods. I actually didn't know that Aldi's had that much of a organic selection, so I'm kind of surprised on that one. But nonetheless, right, jumping into this to say, if you eat organic strawberries, you might want to look into this. Or if you know somebody who does, you might want to pass off that story. These things are happening. Yo, if you really haven't been paying attention, like, I feel like there's been a number of situations popping up around organic manufacturers and producers. I don't know what it is. I just know I've seen those stories pop up X amount more on the things that I pay attention to. And it's not even because I eat organic strawberries. It's just, there's certain things I'm paying attention to, y'all, and I decided to share, and hopefully what I share helps somebody out there. That's the bottom line of it. So if you eat those, like, you can look at the article yourself, because the link is going to be in the description, and you can figure out, is this a brand that I consume? Do I got to look at the other stuff? And yo, here's the other funny thing. Even if this isn't real, as a business, I don't know how big or small they are, but if they are a mid-size or like a mom and pop business, and you got the FDA coming in and saying that your stuff has hepatitis A in it, yo, you're gonna be hit pretty hard when it comes to your profits and loss. Like, your revenue thing is gonna be crazy, because you're now looking at potential lawsuits for people who claiming they did have an issue. You're looking at the sales dropping. The storefronts are gonna end up like, hey, we can't take any more stuff from you for a minute till you get that FDA situation cleared out. If this is real and it is their situation, I hope the best for them. And if you have been eating it, I hope that you didn't get sick or anything. Just saying. But I'm gonna close it with this, y'all. And so we got the Oculus hard wallet that we're doing a giveaway on. You gotta tap into the live streams that we do on the weekends, and you gotta be a member of the channel in order to be eligible for winning a Oculus hard wallet. By the way, Little John did a how-to in regards to setting up, how it works and everything, and a good breakdown for those of you who are looking into hard wallets. And depending on your level of technical savvy, it could be a viable option. That's all. But nonetheless, Oculus, talk to us. Like, let's get something going officially. How about that? Anywho, I'm Shrek2Ks. This is My Two Satoshis, brought to you on CBTV. And I'm gonna leave it on that one. Other than that, G&Gs, have a good day. One.